KowTown Gravel is a brand new event out here in beautiful Kremmling, Colorado. Today we are previewing the course. There are 3 different distances: the 85-mile bull, the mid-distance cow, and the shorter calf for those who are gravel curious. I've been to a lot of gravel races. I've never been to one like this.
KowTown Gravel!
It's put on by Blaine Day and Sean Scholl, who is a rancher and a coffee shop owner. Sean, you don't look like a normal rancher, I gotta say. Not that I know much about ranching, but there are a lot of ranchers in Colorado. There are a lot of endurance athletes in Colorado. The Scholl family is both. Sean is out here with his daughter Tabor, Tabor's husband Eli, and Sean's son Tyler. All are elite athletes who enjoy the beauty of Colorado, and we're going to share that with you today. Also joining us on the ride today are my friends Laura Wisner and Leah Vanderlinden, the Mazda Lauf Gravel Pro, who just went top 10 at Unbound Gravel. All 3 courses start in the bustling metropolis of downtown Kremmling, and we head out across the Colorado River. Gravel road is running nice and smooth, smoother than many pavement roads. So for the shorter distance, it's a nice introduction to gravel. You're not getting into anything gnarly. Short distance takes on some 2,000 feet of elevation gain. The 68-mile cow distance does 4,800 feet of climbing, also starts running alongside the Colorado River and then comes up for a loop into the mountains. And the 85-mile bull course that we're doing today has some 7,200 feet of climbing, takes us up almost to 10,000 feet. Again, along the Colorado River, up here past the Scholl family ranch. We're seeing all their cattle out here this morning. Tabor, how many head of cattle on the ranch?
We have about 200. Yep. So we'll wean it down a little bit because we'll sell them off this fall.
Yes.
But right now we get to enjoy the babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful animals.
They are.
Hi guys.
So some of these are your cows, some of these are somebody else's cows. How do you know? You know them all by
I know them by
name, by sight?
The yellow ear tags and the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they'll come to me because they really want to be bike riders. I grew up on a 5-generation cattle ranch. We still run it. I've always thought people would like to experience this on a bike. I call it our backyard, our training ground. So we ride up there, we run up there, we ski up there. So we thought, why not send the course up there? Yeah.
We're standing here on Grouse Mountain, having ridden up from the valley, headed up to the high point, followed by a rollicking descent back down to the valley. The scenery is a wide variety of Colorado greatness. You know, you're getting today, at least the lush valley looks like Sound of Music up here with all the flowers. I wanted to stop and film here, but Tabor says this is a junky view and to wait.
Always taking the beat, guys.
So I guess we'll wait.
Woohoo!
Where are you headed today, sir?
I'm heading up to the hills above here to go pick some morel mushrooms. I'm trying to conserve energy because I got a long day ahead of me. That's why I have a little assistance on the lower end.
It's a good tool for the job.
Yeah.
Lovely place to be.
Oh man, look at all these flowers.
Whew. So you're probably wondering, all the markings on the trees about 6 to 8 feet, that's all from elk. This is big elk habitat, and they winter up here and they eat aspen trees.
A bear cub, black bear cub. There's some good ones up here, right here. Good day.
Yeah, put your hand down there. Yeah.
Oh, there's a bear track.
Yeah, cub. It's probably the cubs you saw.
Yeah.
Cubs. He was up here the other day and ran into a sow and 2 cubs. So there's bears and lions and elk and moose. I've ran into elk right here riding before, and it's a wild kingdom up here. Indeed, indeed.
Haven't seen a car in an hour.
No cars, nobody, just animals.
It's Good living.
You're one of them.
The riding in Kremmling is incredible. You could go 35 miles, few hours, and you might see more elk than you'll see people. It's just miles and miles of untapped and untamed gravel. Josh Scholl, big shooter, is a local rancher, businessman, and co-promoter of the race along with Blaine Day. And he's a character. Everybody in town knows him, and he's a booming voice, booming personality, and he really wants to bring people in, welcome him to Kremmling, and welcome them to our gravel.
So once you turn onto the loop part of the lollipop, the road gets steeper, the road gets narrower, the road gets chunkier.
So when I was first dating Tabor, Big Shooter would be calling and ask, when's coming to ride my hill? And that's this hill right up here. Gotta make sure that I'm good enough for his daughter.
It's like 6 minutes of, yeah, and it just gets steeper and steeper. Yeah, you're not one buying it. Okay, see the road? That's, the race will come on that road you can see.
So we go around,
Clear around it, come on that.
Williams Reservoir to
yeah,
the south, come back on
partial, and then head up here.
There are a few places you can tap the local stream for fresh drinking water. Not bad, Tyler.
The way to do it. Rocky Mountain spring water. You, me, and the bovines. This is the spot.
Once you get to the tippity top of Grouse Mountain on the long loop, button up for a rowdy ride down. If you get caught in weather, there's a cabin here at the top. There may or may not be vodka left in the bottle by the time you get to the top, but there will certainly be shelter should you need it from the storm. Back off through the lollipop, it's back onto the beautiful stick of the descent.
I was part of a bike racing team, and we were called the Big Shooters. And I was typically the biggest guy in the peloton, and everyone would like to draft off me, so that I just got this nickname, the Big Shooter. And it's just kind of followed us, and a lot of people don't even know my real name. They're just like, you mean Shooter? Shooter? Big Shooter? And then we opened, of course, Big Shooter Coffee 25 years ago. And yeah, and my wife came up with the logo with the coffee cups, and then, yeah, so that's how I came up with the name.
After descending Grouse Mountain, the long course pops onto Highway 40 for a brief traverse on the pavement. There's a big wide shoulder, and then it rejoins the cow and calf courses for a rowdy bit of 2-track. That section is about 5 miles. The first few hundred meters are the roughest, and then it's more sand, opens up into a wide, beautiful vista. At the conclusion of the 2-track, it is all rolling gravel roads on a big loop back towards town. The bull course and the cow course do a bigger loop. The calf course does a shorter loop. The big course consists of some pretty good sized rollers. What is left of the front of the group after the big Grouse Mountain climb and descent might be broken up further on these rollers. The race is here in high country in Colorado, so pack a shell. We got caught in a little bit of rain towards the end of the day, and there's a chance that you could also get a bit of weather. All 3 courses wrap up in downtown Kremmling, where there'll be a party after the finish. City Square is just a block from Big Shooters if you want to get yourself a coffee or an ice cream, or my personal favorite, the electric fence. Go check it out.
I've done a lot of riding around here in Kremmling. Kremmling, also up into Steamboat, and as they're known for their champagne gravel. There's nothing different around here. It is champagne, it's smooth, and then certainly a couple chunky sections just to keep it interesting and keep it fun. How many cars did we see today? I think we saw maybe 10. Maybe 10, and we were out there for 6 hours. It's a gravel paradise, and if you like to ride in the mountains, if you like a little bit of dirt, this is the perfect race.
If people want to spend the night or the weekend up here in Grand County, you can look on the Winter Park website, the Kremmling Chamber of Commerce website, or KowTownGravel.com, because we have a lot of options available for sleeping in a nice comfy bed or sleeping in your RV or even a tent. Folks who want to spend the night, as part of KowTown Gravel, we're opening up the West Grand High School parking lot along with some nice hot showers after the race, so there's lots of options for people to come and stay.
KowTown Gravel is July 1st in Kremmling, Colorado. Come on up and enjoy the ride. It's like a pelvic stormtrooper.
It is.
We've come to a very busy intersection here on this super crowded road. What is this junction here?
This junction is County Road 21 and the Hennings driveway. Yeah. It'll be fun to get up in the winter, if we do.
Here comes Luke, the welcoming squad.